This video is going to be for the person who has big dreams. They want to reach a certain level of success because they know that once they reach that level of success that they're dreaming of, they're going to be able to help so many more people than what they're able to help now. Your breakthrough is on the other side of that thing or things that you can't let go of. I'm going to share a personal story with you. I lived in Miami for a little over 10 years, and during that time there, I was personal trainer. So I really truly felt in my heart that that's what I was put on earth to do, that I was here to help people get healthier through personal training. And I also thought that Miami was my city. I thought that Miami, I didn't know, like when people asked me if Miami was my forever home, I didn't know, but I knew that I wanted to be there. I knew that I loved it. It was in 2020 when everything just seemed to get much harder. I started having some health issues. I couldn't get clients as easy as I could before. Before, it seemed like I never really had to market. Now I was marketing hard, trying to get clients, and I couldn't get anyone. The severe health issues that I had, yeah, that was due to mold in my apartment. It seemed like no matter what I did, I could get a couple steps forward only to fall like 10, 20 steps backwards. It was a constant struggle. I was trying to force things. I was trying to make things happen. Finally, almost 3 years later of me beating my head against the wall, constant struggle, I finally decided to move back home. That wasn't the end of it because not only did I move back home, but I didn't try to establish anything when I came back home. I still had my eyes set on trying to get back to Miami. What can I do to get back to Miami? Still nothing was turning out here. And I'm like, why? I look back now and I'm like, well, I really wasn't trying to do anything to establish myself here. I was still focusing on the past in Miami. A little over a year, I end up moving back to Miami, December of 2023, trying to make that happen. Whole lot of stuff happened again, crazy drama stuff, to where I was forced to again move back home at the end of March of this year, 2024. I told myself this time, okay, really genuinely try to establish something here. Don't look back to Miami. Don't try to focusing how you're going to get back there. Just focus on the present. What can you do to pay your bills, to survive, and things of that sort? So I did end up getting a few clients. It wasn't really enough to live off of, but it was still something. There was something in me that still kept saying, I think this season of personal training is over. I think that it did what it was supposed to do, but maybe I'm supposed to help people with their health in a different way. Maybe it's not through personal training. There's been multiple ideas that I have tried over the years of how to make money to try to survive, whether it's selling booty bands, whether it's selling bracelets, along with my online training, along with in-person training. There was also creating and running social media accounts for a traveling family as well as a restaurant. That didn't work out either. It's like it was just enough, but it wasn't really enough. I was still struggling, praying, how am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? What can I do? Fast forward to about 3 months ago, maybe not even that long ago, but I got the idea to make my guy, who was sick at the time, some immunity boosters, like the juice shots, right? Like the 2-ounce juice shots. I got the idea to make those because I was buying them in the store and I was like, I have a juicer. I can make these and they're a lot more fresh and I know what's going in them. Long story short is the word of mouth traveled fast within the community, and I started off at like 15 juice orders of those small little 2-ounce shot juice orders to my largest order being 121. I just offered post-Thanksgiving juice cleanses. When I tell you that I worked, that was like 40 plus hours in 3 days. I juiced 138 16-ounce bottles, and they're asking, well, what kind of juices do you have? What else do you offer? This and that. Now, this isn't an area that people wouldn't consider that there's a market for it, right? So I'm telling you is that there's going to be things that you're going to have to let go of. You know, like for me, as I knew that I was meant to help people get healthy, but it didn't look like personal training. It did for a season, but maybe that's not what it's supposed to be forever and long term. Maybe there's a city, there's something else, or a job, or there's something else that you have to let go of that in order to experience that breakthrough. You know, it's a hard thing to let go. And I would be lying if I said that the enemy didn't still try to tempt me with Miami, especially Miami. all the time. There's the videos. Everything makes me miss Miami and the areas I used to be in, the places I used to go, how active I was there, the weather, the sun, the temperature, everything. But my life has changed for the better tremendously because I finally let go. Now, who knows? Maybe I was never meant to be there for that long. I'm guessing not. And I wasn't meant to hold on to the personal training job for that long. But it is what it is. Now that I finally let go, I am experiencing the breakthrough and the blessings that come with that. I really, really urge you to take a look at your life and see what are some things that maybe you are really trying to force to happen because of feelings. Like mine was because I really love Miami. I liked Miami, although that's feelings. It wasn't meant to be, and it doesn't mean that it won't be later. Who knows? Maybe I'm meant to be in another city. But all I know is that I couldn't experience the breakthrough of what I'm experiencing now unless I let go of personal training that is supposed to look a certain way, unless I let go of me being in Miami.